Hi everyone, I'm Sam. Let's play today's New York Times Games. It is August 19th, 2025, Tuesday, and we're starting off with Wordle number 1522. Alright, it is day 19 of hard mode. Okay, let me think of a word that might not have been done before. Did we do something with a V in it? Don't know that. I can't remember if we did it. I don't think we've done a Q one just yet. Quint or quint. Quint. That's interesting. Okay, we'll try that. I think it's a word. Okay, that was nothing there. Okay, poach. Has poach been done before? Porch. No. Moray, like moray eel. Uh, Breck. Uh, shack. I do breck. I think breck is a word, right? Somewhat. I don't know. Try that. Ooh, not doing too well with the first two guesses. I've only got R, which is I'm a bit worried. It's an ER word, ending in ER word. Okay. Um, Foyer. I feel like foyer has been done before. I don't know. Hover, dozer. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess I could try foyer. Nope. But there are more clues now. So there's O and in the right place, R and Y out of place. Okay, so presumably I'm going to guess something like this. Sorry, oops, X. What's going on here? X and Y. So it can't be Maury because there's like Maury eel because there's no A. Could be a double R, like sorry. I don't know if there's been before. Sorry situation. Um, Por. No, it can't be Porky. No K. Door. Lorry. L-O-R-R-Y. Worry. Is the one. Ooh, I'm kind of now. I'm kind of worried because I only have three guesses left. But what if I get stuck in a trap and then I don't have enough guesses to do it? Okay, so it's sorry, worry, lorry. Those three possible. It could be like something like RO something Y. I don't think it's gonna be YO. Doubt it. YOR. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I think it's probably ending in Y. Okay. It could be wordy. That's another one. That's also possible. Um, wordy. Okay. Lordy. Lordy. Oh, lordy. Could be something. Dorky. No. Dormy. Sormy. Gormy. Yeah, gourmet. That was a word that I think, who was it? Was it Glacier Breeze who mentioned that? So, gourmet, that's an interesting one. Um, or it could be RO something. RO. Rosie. Roggy, Mommy. Nah, I don't think so. Porl. Porcy. Porgy. Orgy. O-R. Wormy. WORMY. Wormy is that a thing? Don't know. Should I just try Gormy? Okay, let me think about this because I don't have that many guesses left, so I need to be really careful about this. If I do Gormy, it would rule out potentially a couple of words, right? I think so. If I did wordy. If it's worry, I'll know it. If it's sorry or lorry, I think I still have two more guesses to try it. So potentially it's possible. Oh, rowdy! I didn't think of that as well. Rowdy. That's a good one actually. Huh? I didn't think about that. I kind of feel like trying that over wordy. Uh, okay, well if I lose, it's okay. I mean that's what hard mode is. And I knew going in the hard mode, I probably am going to lose one of the days. I mean, I feel like it's usually hard not to. So I think I'll just try it, and we'll try to hopefully not be in a trap, and we'll just do what we can. Oh my god, it's Rowdy! Oh, I can't believe this. I almost did wordy too. If I did wordy, obviously it'd be well yellow for the most part, and then I know which ones to swap. But I can't believe I suddenly saw Rowdy and I tried it. Okay, whew. let's go through. Let's just go to Squirtle. Okay, today's answer is Rowdy. I started with Quint. Not good. 4,963 possible words. Breck. Okay, Breck. Let's see. Okay, not bad. 431 possible words left after Breck. And then I did Foyer, which think, I mean, it's okay. 22 possible words left. But again, I only have three guesses left after Foyer. So I had to be really careful. I feel like I got kind of lucky with routing. Okay, Foyer, what could we have had? Okay, Worry. So I said Worry, Lorry, Sorry, Wordy, Gormy. No, Wormy as well. Dowry, I didn't see that D-O-W. All right, Dowry. That's another acronym. That's an acronym. Anagram. Wordy, dowry, rowdy. Okay, roomy, R-O-M-Y. I didn't see that either. Gormy, yeah. Lordy is I was thinking of. Poorly, poor G-P-O-R-G-Y is probably a word. I'm not sure about that. Maury, M-O-R-Y. I don't know. Rompy, maybe. But I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 10 possible words left after 4 years. But since some of them have the same endings, it could have been possible that if it was another word, I could have still gotten anyway, but gotten it six maybe. Not sure if it would have. I would have lost. I don't know because it's just too many calculations for me to think of. But the important thing to know is that I didn't lose today, and I got it right. I didn't have to go to a fifth guess. I got it rowdy after the terrible first two guesses. Third one was pretty good, and the fourth one was, in my opinion, very lucky. All right, let's go on to connections. Do that. All right, let's go. Go on to connections. Oh, what a day! What a ride that was. I mean, all right, let's play connections number. Oh, right, it's 800. I forgot today's date. 800. Yes, the 800th puzzle. I don't know if they'll do anything special, but let's see. All right, today's 16 words are, I think it's vermouth, Plymouth, classic, dashboard, blabbermouth, Dartmouth, Dartmouth, little, port, flywheel, chatterbox, Rushmore, Marsala, windbag, the, sherry, and prattler. Why is just the on its own? I don't understand. Is it like a title? The, or it ends in some? Maybe, if possible. I just don't, or is it vermouth? Right? Vermouth, Plymouth, blabbermouth, and Dartmouth. Plymouth. Could be just four different ways of ending in mouth. Could be that. I don't know. Oh, right. Okay, let me. Not gonna look at it yet. Let's look at the other ones. What could it be? Marsala. What is that? Is that like tea or something? I'm actually not so sure. Chatterbox, somebody who talks a lot. Windbag, I think someone who also talks a lot. Prattler, I believe that's the same thing. Flywheel could be someone who talks a lot. I think so. We could have potentially flywheel, chatterbox, windbag, and prattler as one group. Okay, Mount Rushmore. That's all I can think of. Unless the front bit is what we're supposed to look at. Rush. Hmm. More. Sherry. Sherry's a drink, right? Sherry, port. Aren't they like alcoholic drinks? I don't know. But vermouth, I think, is also an alcoholic drink. But those are the three that I can think of. The rest, I don't know. The Rushmore, the what? Dashboard. Dashboard. Car dashboard. I don't know what a flywheel is exactly. Classic. Classic what? The blank. Classic something. Maybe I'll try the mouth one first. I hope I'm right. I don't know. No, that was a red herring. It's got to be. I think that's a red herring. Okay, all right. Maybe the drinks is something vermouth, sherry, port, but then I don't know what. Could be a classic, maybe. Is that like an alcohol thing? No, I'm thinking of old fashioned. Is it? That's what I'm thinking of. Okay, never mind. Talkative person. I think windbag. I don't know about flywheel, but maybe blabbermouth, prattler. I'll try that. Okay, quite the talker. Okay, that was a yellow. All right. So the mouth was again. I think it's 2 days in a row. I fell for the red herring. Fell for the red herring. All right. Ruth sherry port. Marsala could be an alcohol. Don't know. I'm thinking tea, but that's masala. Masala chai. So just different things. Marsala could be an alcoholic beverage. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Let's pretend that it is. Sherry port. Let's pretend that those are right. I don't know. Dartmouth is a university. Rushmore could be university. Plymouth University, maybe. Uh, I don't know the others. To be universities. Marsala could be a university. I don't know what's the classic little what's that? Or Plymouth Dart. Hmm. Fly. Oh, okay. I see a group now. I'm not gonna put in the alcoholic beverages yet, but flywheel, Dartmouth, Rushmore, and dashboard. They all start with words to mean like to run really quickly, right? Dash, rush, dart, and fly. This has to be the purple, I think. Starting with ways to move quickly. Okay. If I do vermouth, sherry, port, massage, people okay. But what is the little classic Plymouth? What is that? Oh, rock. Plymouth Rock, Little Rock, classic rock, the rock. That is silly. Okay, so I think then this one is the green. Don't know if I'm right about that. Let's see. Fortified wines. Okay, I just said alcohol beverage, so I'm not gonna get the point for that. Maybe half, being that wines are alcohol. I believe they all are. So maybe have a point for that, but definitely not the full point. It's very specific. 45 wines. I didn't know that. Classic lip, Plymouth Little. They're all rocks. Hey, so I got one mistake, but okay. Let's go through the groups. All right. Quite the talker, blabbermouth, chatterbox, prattler, windbag. Yep, they're all just people who talk a lot. Starting with ways to move quickly. Dartmouth, dashboard, flywheel, Rushmore. Again, same thing. Uh, I mean, the red herring, the mouth one. I just thought it could be because they did all seem to be slightly different ways to pronounce the mouth, the word mouth at the end. So that's what I thought. Although two were quite similar, then the other two were very different. So or that should have been a sign that it's not the right connection. But yeah, I fell for it. Perfect wine is Marsala. Okay, let me see. Is that maybe an Indian wine? Is that why the name is like that? Marsala wine. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Okay, look at the results. See, there's Wikipedia in there. Hold on a second. Oh, I almost got. Oop, oop, oop. Okay, Marsala wine. Wikipedia page. So take it with a grain of salt. Marsala is a fortified wine, dry or sweet, produced in the region surrounding the Italian city of Marsala in Sicily. Oh, so Marsala is in, but yes, it does say not to be confused with masala, a mixture of spices in South Asian cuisine. That's what I confuse it for. So silly me, the whole time probably, if you watched it, you probably shouting like, "No, Sam, it's not Indian, it's Italian. It's the other I country." So silly. All right, and port. I have heard that sherry as well. Vermouth, heard of it? But I don't know. Really, what is the difference though? Vermouth. Okay, alcoholic beverage. That's what I said. Another Italian one. Aromatized fortified wine, flavored with various botanicals, roots, barks, flowers, seeds, herbs, and spices that sometimes colored. Okay, and then port wine. Isn't it like that's red, right? I think so. It's called port wine because it's Portuguese fortified wine. That makes sense. But it's typically a sweet red wine. Yep. See, so yeah, red. Yeah, and only wines from Portugal are allowed to be labeled port. Oh, okay. And then we've got sherry wine. Okay. Oh, that one is Spanish. It's sherry is a fortified wine produced from white grapes grown around the city of how to pronounce this, Jerez de la Frontera in Andalusia, Spain. I'm sorry. Sherry is a drink produced in a variety of styles, being primarily from the Palomino grape. ranging from light versions similar to white table wines such as Manzanilla and Fino to darker table versions that oxidize into the aged versions such as Amontillado and Oloroso. Okay. All right, so just different. So we've got two Italian wines, one Portuguese wine, one Spanish wine. So all European wines. There must be some Asian wines, right? I don't know. Okay, the rocks. Yeah, the Rock, of course, Dwayne Johnson, his wrestling name. Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I don't think he still goes by that anymore, right? But Plymouth Rock, that's a place which I don't know why it sounds familiar. What is that place? I don't want to say the wrong thing. It'd be like ridiculous. Okay, it's a U.S. historic place. All right. Plymouth Rock is a boulder in Plymouth, Massachusetts that symbolizes the historical disembarkation site of the Mayflower Pilgrims who founded Plymouth Colony in December 1620, and has been claimed to be the Pilgrims' actual landing site. Okay. Oh, there actually is a rock. Looks pretty regular, except for the inscribed 1620, the year of the Pilgrims' landing. That's okay. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly. It's Plymouth, right? I think so. Little Rock, isn't it in like Arkansas or something? Sounds vaguely familiar. Little Rock. Yes, capital and largest city of Arkansas, U.S. Okay, I see. Yes, state. Classic rock is just musical genre, classic rock, right? Just good old fashioned rock, like a vintage rock, like older rock, but like modern rock, right? Like older rock. So okay, those were the rocks. So we've got an actual rock historic thing, well, and a place. So Little Rock, state, capital, and city, and then the rock, which is who's a person, and then classic rock, just always a called rock. Which I think is quite a fun category. I like it. And today's purple, honestly, for me, is much easier than the rock group, in my opinion. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Let me move on to now the mini crossword. Okay, our last game for the day. All right. Let's see who have we got today. It is Tuesday, right? Yes. Today we're doing Christina Iverson's mini crossword, edited by Joel Follier. Okay. Scroll down a bit. Oh, I think I scrolled too much. Okay, let's get started. All right. One across. Anyone that falls in love with tape dispenser in a classic New Yorker cartoon. Tape dispenser. I don't know what that is. One down. Blind followers. Don't know. Two down. Blank wafers. Nabisco treat. Nilla wafers. Is that what they call it? I think so. Three down. Heavy item falling from the sky in some classic cartoons. Oh, heavy item. Anvil, right? That's everything. Four down. In a pickle or in a jam. Like in trouble, but I don't know what it is. Five down. They might end with etc. Bliss. Okay. One across. Animal falls in love with six. Okay, it's a snail, right? Yeah. Six across. Language written in Devanagari script. Hindi, I think. Seven across. Singer Presley or Costello. Elvis. Eight across. George Blank. Middle March author. George Eliot. Nine across. Things read by fortune tellers. Palms. Ooh, shy of a minute. Could have been faster. That's all right. Let's take a closer look at the clues. One across, animal that falls in love with a tape dispenser in a classic New York cartoon. I don't know the cartoon, but once I got some of the letters, snail made sense because tape dispenser has a little shape, right? Like a little shell shape, which snails have shells on their backs. So yeah, quite cute. I think about it. One down, blind followers. Sheep. Okay, right. Like they call them the sheeple, right? They're just following along, like how because sheep are like supposedly easily shepherded. They just follow. So that's pretty much it. Two down, blank wafers in the biscuit treat. Yeah, I feel like vanilla wafers. I think Nilla is from like vanilla, right? So that's probably what the flavor is. I think so. And three down. Heavy item falling from the sky in some classic cartoons. Very typical in like Looney Tunes where they, yeah, really, where they have like the heavy animal just dropping from the sky. Who is dropping the animal? I don't know, but it's just dropping on some person. Probably the one who's playing a prank or trying to escape from that other character. They're probably dropping the animal. I think so. I don't remember. Four down, in a pickle or in a jam. Okay. It's an interesting one. I was looking for the answer like because both of those things I feel like they're similar, which means that you're in some kind of trouble. So I was thinking, what could be represented as an answer in five letters, five-letter word? But actually, the answer is just that they're both idioms. So either one, just what do they call these things called idioms? Five down, they might end with etc. Usually list because you'd have like list a couple of things and then so on and so forth. You just say etc. to mean and more than the others. Six across, language written in Devanagari script. I've never heard of it, but it does sound like Indian, South Asian. So I was like, okay, Hindi makes sense with the letters that I had already. Seven across, singer Presley or Costello, Elvis Presley, Elvis Costello, who I've heard of, and I know Elvis Presley songs, but I don't really know Elvis Costello. songs. The name, yes. Eight Across, George Blank, Middlemarch author, um, George Eliot. She wrote that. Yeah, I'm not too sure what the book is about, but I have heard of it. Nine Across, Things Read by Fortune Tellers. So yeah, you can usually read palms. They read palms. They read the lines. So that's what they're reading. What that means and interpreting for you and giving you like your fortune. All right, that was today's mini crossword. Definitely a couple of trivia things. Two down, no waivers. I think very gettable for Americans. Not so much if you're not American. This one's a little tricky. Uh, Anvil. This is very common. I think most of us watch the same cartoons in our respective countries, but we might struggle with what this thing is called in our language and then translating it into English. But I knew it because in English that's what we watched in English. So yeah, so that was a couple that, and then of course Hindi also the tricky one, I believe so. There's a couple of tricky trivia clues here, and Elvis and Elliot. Yeah, but the rest are pretty gettable. So about half, I think, about 4 or 5 clues, right? Half of that. All right, that was today's New York Times games. Let me know in the comments how you did for Wordle connections and the mini crossword. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye.